Greetings, change leaders. With our change management plans in the bag, we now start working on how we will communicate our plan. A primary objective is to create shared meaning and purpose among all parties so we can work together to accomplish shared goals. Regardless of how great our plan is, it's only as effective as the implementation. Poor communication and lack of engagement with those impacted by the change can doom even the best laid plans. Welcome to Module 7, where we will explain the importance of communication and change management, explain the importance of model leadership behavior in change management, and differentiate between the roles of change facilitator and change leader. When change is imminent, when do we engage the employees in the process? Hopefully, a key lesson we learned while developing our change plans is that we should engage employees early in the process, even in the initial planning stages. Kotter's second step in change is to create a guiding coalition. That guiding coalition should not be limited to the executives in an ivory tower who impose change after planning is done. Then wonder, why is everybody so resistant? We may want to consider the employees who will be impacted by or responsible for implementing the change and engage them as members of our guiding coalition. Applying the first step in ADKAR, we make the stakeholders aware of the problem. Then we engage them in developing solutions and building a plan. When stakeholders have ownership in the process, we mitigate that resistance. As leaders, we should not only develop strong communication competency, but we should also inspire others to want to follow. Coercion is easy. Getting people to want to follow, now that's hard. For coercion, we follow the Theory E approach to change. In short, we order people and threaten them with their jobs if they don't comply. If they leave or get fired, we replace them with people who are ready, willing, and able to do the job. The Theory E approach is the fastest way to drive urgent change, but it destroys our culture. The true test of leadership is in the Theory O approach, in which we engage with and inspire others to want to follow. This can take a lot of time that we don't have, so we work to integrate the Theory E and Theory O approaches to drive lasting and meaningful change that preserves and develops the cultural characteristics that we want to maintain. As an HR consultant, you will create a memo to leaders about the importance of modeling behaviors that inspire change during a crisis. This will include how we share our knowledge, coach and mentor employees, their role as change leaders, and the HR department's role as a change facilitator. Now, keep in mind, you are a consultant speaking to executive leaders. You may not have the authority to get your bosses to do what you order. Avoid preaching and dictating. Instead, use a persuasive tone that starts with research-based practices for leading change and modeling behaviors that inspire change. We also have another video check-in this week. We're fast approaching the end of the course, so I look forward to hearing your thoughts about how we will work together to optimize the learning value from the remaining materials and projects. Let me know what you learned from Milestone 2 and share what you will do to tackle the challenges in upcoming projects. Finally, you have some lessons to complete in your strategy implementation and change management course. To access the lessons, select the Strategy Implementation and Change Management link in Module 7. When you are in the Wiley Learning Management System, scroll to the required modules. If you don't see them, please contact technical support. Please get a return on your tuition investment by accessing, understanding, and applying the required resources that you're paying for. The university has provided rich resources that will help you fill in the blanks of your outline with definitions, concepts, and tools. Use these to analyze the client's problem and make research-based recommendations. In addition to the required resources in Module 7 and throughout the course, please use the MBA Library Research Guide for secondary sources. Use the public domain searches after you've exhausted the premium resources that you're paying for. During the Module 7 live session, I will review the required Module 7 resources, answer your questions, and demonstrate how to outline the memo. Our objective? Let's simplify the process while improving the work product. I'll record the live session for those who can't make it. Either way, don't hesitate to contact me with your questions. You have my number. With that, let's get to work.